Hello and welcome to the OverShadow ShadowCast with your host Thomas Anderson and Tech Wizard Abigail Moat.
Hello.
So I have returned, Ed.
Yes, you have, so you can do most of the talking.
As you wish. So, have you been playing anything?
Nope, still stuck on that bit in Halo, and I don't want to go back to it for a while because I'm just getting more aggravated with it. Yeah.
And you wouldn't play a different part of the game just while you...
No.
No. So just wait.
Yeah.
Okay. You spoke about Harry Potter game last week.
Yeah, that was, feels like an eternity ago I recorded that because we only managed to get it up last night.
Yeah.
Because they found out that the editing software I use no longer supports exporting a video file. So I had to install the software you have, which is Lightworks.
Yeah.
And then do it all again.
And then you said there was a problem with the export?
Yeah, it didn't have sound. So I had to export it again. Because originally you were going to do the part of the edit, but unfortunately life got in the way and I had to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. There wasn't really much I could do about that. It's basically the same thing that stopped me being in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is quite rare, because I think that is the only one I've never been in.
I've got a feeling like there was another one before. I feel like I recorded some audio by myself at some point before, but I think that probably is the first time you've not been in it.
I think the audio might have been to either sort of like finish off a sentence that we were worried about.
Well, I know.
Or to record some sort of game stuff you might have been practicing.
Quite possibly, I don't know.
Yeah. I just remember we were worried about one sentence at one point to do with what basically I had accidentally said without meaning to.
Don't know.
Yeah. So the Harry Potter game.
Yeah.
Playing that in the past week? What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's good. We're now first. Gryffindor's first, so. Cup.
I keep messing that up. I think we're like fourth. I'm pretty sure we're fourth in my game.
Like, in the game where it says focus and you have to tap the screen, I originally thought you had to keep tapping it. It's just one tap.
It's just one tap, yeah.
Yeah.
I on the other hand, keep picking the wrong option while talking to Snape, who keeps taking points off me for it.
It's easy.
Yeah, I know, but I keep picking a fight
Subtle
with him.
science. It's always subtle science.
Yeah, I keep picking a fight with it. No,
I'm still in first year.
So am I.
Yeah.
But no, I don't mean I don't mean that I keep picking the wrong option during the lessons. I mean, there's certain points in the game where he comes up and chats to you about stuff, and if you pick the wrong thing, he takes points away. And I think
he's always got to take points off of you. It doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah. Also, I think I'd skipped through some of this extra side stuff you can do to get points.
Oh yeah, and you can keep repeating classes.
Yeah, I just didn't realise that you could do the extra side stuff sometimes. So I think I've caught up with that. I don't think you can skip it entirely, but basically, yeah, I keep making that mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, now that I know you can keep repeating classes and stuff, hopefully I'll get us first and not last.
Well, it's pretty easy, because I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I don't know, maybe that means gives me the slight edge. Because you're not.
I don't actually mind Harry Potter. It's the writer.
Oh, no, we're not going in that. We're not going into that.
No, I'm just being honest. I don't actually have a problem with
Shut
Harry
up.
Potter. I do not have a problem with Harry Potter or this video game. I actually quite enjoy this video game because it is a video game on a phone. And for me, they've actually largely fixed one of the major issues with games on phones, which is that if you deleted it from the phone, all your progress went as well.
Yeah.
I've just changed phones and 95% of the games I was playing that I still want to play are there.
That's good.
The progress is still there if you install them because you've got a cloud system now with Google Games.
Oh, right.
So that means you keep your progress.
Okay.
So I'm okay to say that. Things like Blades and Harry Potter, they're not full video games, but they're close enough to have a wee bit of fun with.
Yeah.
I quite like the Niffler as well. But you unlock other ones, like dozens of animals.
Yeah, but you need to save up for another part of the quest. So I'm not getting any other animals.
No, it's
So you need the books or something.
aye, it's the red books so that you can get the fairy.
Fairy, yeah.
Aye. Yeah. Move the fairy. That sounds like.
Should we move on to the stories that we want to discuss today?
Actually, one other quick thing was Blades released their 1.5 patch for Elder Scrolls Blades.
Don't know. Is it hurtful to say I don't really care and would wish to move on?
It's that Elder Scrolls. So it's linked to things like Skyrim and Oblivion.
Right.
So it's not a full Elder Scrolls title like they keep claiming, but I have found it far more enjoyable since this because they've removed the loot box timers, the chest timers. It used to be you'd hit to open it and you'd have to either wait or pay crystals.
Mm-hmm.
They've removed those, and they've put in more loot, and they've put in more. They've put in more. There's a boss now for each fight you do, which drops a lot of really good loot. So my character's equipment has gone through the roof since I unloaded. They've installed that, updated that, and they've also added PvP and guilds. So there's a lot more to do. And it's still early access, so logically more is coming. But this should have been there before. Like even if you say it's early access, so fair enough they don't have guilds and PvP. And I'm not even going to play it for guilds or PvP, but it's good that it's there for other people. But what's ridiculous about the whole thing is that they shouldn't have had those chest timers, because it's just another way of getting money at people. But I am finding the game a lot more fun since they took them out.
That's good.
Yeah, so anyway, see if I move the camera, it moves the background.
Don't. That makes me feel sick.
Oh, sorry. So, I've been playing those two, mostly.
That's good. Let's move on to the stories we wish to discuss.
Okay, so you didn't want a Bethesda story, so I'm labelling this as a Fallout 76 story.
It's still the same blooming thing.
We'll be quick then. The most recent patch, did you read this one? Did you find anything out about this?
Same stuff, pretty much.
Right. So, the most recent patch for Fallout 76...
Which is patch 16.
It tells you
It's
a lot.
had more patches than it has months it's been out.
Yeah. Has scunnered the weapons and armour.
And if you don't understand what scuttered means, it means it has wrecked it.
Yep.
Because every time you reload, your legendary armour falls off or something.
Its stats collapse, basically.
So just imagining it disintegrating off a body or something like this.
Maybe that's how it manifests. Yeah, that's possible.
I don't know. But some people were saying it was happening all the time, and other people were saying it was happening intermittently. So it's obviously a glitch.
Aye, it's not deliberate, yeah, but it's the fact that when you reload, the one example that was shown online was that one guy's armour went from 519 to 414.
This is one of the reasons why I just wanted to skip through the stories, because I'm fed up of talking about everything going wrong with Fallout 76.
Yeah, so
basically that's terrible, let's move on.
Yeah,
we get a patch 17 before the year's out, who knows?
They have to be. Like, you can't be reloading and losing your armour.
No.
There's also a funny thing about some of the armour when you wear it. You mentioned legendary armour.
Yeah.
Causes your body, one guy's face just started to spread out on top of the surface of the armour. So he had eyes that were like a foot apart.
That's a horrific image you've just put in my head.
Yeah, he looked like a bug man. It was
You're
weird.
a bug man.
No, I bug man. I bug mans.
No, you're just a really buggy little man.
Thank you. Little's not very fair. Anyway.
I refuse to retract that statement.
Fair enough.
You bug people too much.
Thank you. I mean, what? So...
you bug people over there, you bug people over there, you bug people over here, you bug people in the other... in the town next to us. You bug people in our town.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you just a cockroach costume for Christmas.
Aye, there's people in Bo'ness who are just like...
Don't give away our location.
We're not in Bo'ness.
But we're I said town over.
There's a good few... There's actually places, towns closer than that.
Shush. Shut up and move on.
There's people in not Bo'ness. I was just going to... was
Let me tell a little story about my friend called Shh. That's from Austin Powers.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that it doesn't really bode well for the rest of Bethesda's.
I honestly forgot what we were talking about.
The 76 armor patch thing.
Okay, let's move on.
So it doesn't bode well for the rest of
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't.
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't bode well.
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't.
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't bode well.
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't bode well for the other things that Bethesda are doing at the minute, like Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield.
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't really bode well for
Battlefield 5.
for those things if this is
Battlefield 5.
if this is the state of the
Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5.
I just finish my sentence and then I'll let you go, okay?
Battlefield 5.
It doesn't bode well for them if this is.
We're moving on. Call of Duty. The more time of mine you waste, the further down this list I go.
Battlefield 5.
Thank you. Epic Games.
Battlefield 5.
Thank you for joining us today.
Right.
I'm in the future.
It doesn't bode well for the games that Bethesda are making at the minute. Battlefield 5, they originally had a time to kill change, so they claimed it was so that newbies could join in the game and not die as quickly.
It is pretty intense. I've not played 5. I played 1 and that was pretty intense for me.
Right,
going
online. Not single player online. Nobody really cares.
Why didn't you say online? In the agenda. I just heard Battlefield 5. I thought this was just part of the actual game.
No, because...
Oh, well then all that stuff I have is useless.
Let me see what you've got.
I didn't
No,
have
no.
anything.
Oh, you didn't have it. Right.
No, I did.
Show me what you've got then. It's probably relevant.
Spot enemies by temporarily marking in your sight and close to you.
Yeah, that's just on multiplayer rather than single player.
And that is all the notes I have.
That's fine. So there was a time to kill change, which basically meant that they deliberately slowed down the amount of time that increased the amount of time, that it took for anybody to die from damage. And it was removed because people were furious, but they claimed that it was originally put in to try and make it more appetising for new players. So now they've introduced a bullet to kill change, which is effectively the same thing, but they're claiming that it's because they're trying to rebalance the weapons. So essentially they've increased the number of bullets from each of the weapons that you have to fire, but because they've done it to all the weapons, they haven't rebalanced anything.
I'm glad you shaved off that goatee.
Thank you. So basically they're trying to make the game more appealing.
I thought everybody would like to know that you did that.
I don't think they knew I had one in the first place, but...
It did, and did not look good.
Okay.
Wires.
So basically they were trying to make the game more appetising to new players, to try and get them in and get them buying loot boxes.
You've not mentioned my haircut.
I normally don't mention people's haircuts. It's shorter.
Thank you. I did nothing, I sat there. Didn't take scissors to my own head.
Yeah. Well, I shaved off my own goatee, so...
Yeah, but that's easier.
Yeah. So you mentioned the spotting system?
Yes, spotting system. So basically, it's within, was it a fifth? If you bring out your gun, you can spot I think you can spot them with a little red diamond, which is about 15 meters away.
Right, okay, so it pops up above their head.
But there was something else about 28 meters away. I think if you bring up your gun, it has a powerful enough sight, you can get them from 28 meters away.
Right. It also creates a red outline around the person.
Because I played, the first one. And that has a similar thing. I don't think it was a red outline, I think it was a white outline. It's been a while since I played it.
Okay.
Because I kept getting stuck on the Australian bit.
Okay.
With their hats.
It's the hats that made
got
it
me.
impossible, yeah. I can understand that.
Not the actual onslaught of Nazis.
No,
No, that's wrong. But that's not the right
that's
war.
not the right war.
No.
But yeah, of Germans.
Yeah.
They were actually just Germans.
I don't know history all that well. But I did get a question on, was it Richard Osman's House of Games, which was like about a year out, and I was super happy with that.
What did you get?
Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was something to do with the Tudors. Or no. It was to do the discovery of Saturn, I think it was.
Right.
Or it was to do with the discovery of one of the planets, and I was a year out. I think it was like 1842, and I said 1843, or the other way around, or something like that. Or I said 1772 or something like that, but I was like out by 1 year. I was quite pleased with myself. That's a fun show.
I've never seen it, but Richard Osman's quite fun.
You should record it and watch it later.
Well, I could watch it live, but okay. I will do that.
Well, I thought you'd be working still at that time.
What time is it? When it comes on?
6 o'clock?
No. But actually, no, you're right. Now that I'm at uni, not the school anymore, yeah, I would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the spotting system is there so that once you see someone, it lets you know where they still are. The idea being that you've seen them, so you get a little bit of a heads up as to where they're going, so you can kill them. And the spotting system is you would be able to track that person moving in real life, so that's their way of dealing with that.
Yeah.
The issue here is that they've changed it, and now basically if you bring up the crosshairs, you can scan a smoke area or an explosion where there would be debris in the way.
Yeah.
And you can see the outline of the players.
Mm-hmm.
Even though logically you wouldn't be able to. And
yeah, but it's a game.
No, but now they've made this change so that you can see them and you can just shoot them through smoke, which means the smoke is useless. The explosions being used as cover is useless, even though that's what you would actually do in war. And sometimes through walls and stuff. So basically you can shoot them sometimes through walls. Some people have noticed that if they're hiding behind a wall or a door that you wouldn't normally be able to shoot through, if they're doing the outline, using the outline spotting system, you seem to be able to shoot and hit them anyway.
Yeah.
Which obviously isn't right.
No.
So obviously all this has been done to try and get more players to play the game, because they've messed up this game so many times that people are just falling away from it.
Yeah.
So they're having to get other people to come in. I was interested in the single player for a while, but they seem to have completely abandoned that. I mean, we're still just over a year in, right? And they've still not released all the chapters. I mean,
I don't know. I've not been, like I said, I've not been playing the 5th game yet.
Yeah, it's just silly. Do you know if the first game is co-op for the single player? I know that sounds weird.
I think it is co-op.
For the single player?
I think so.
Okay, so it actually seems to be... Some people say there is and some people say there isn't. Ah, right, okay. It might be... so there's Battlefield 5 does seem to have, but Battlefield 1 seemed to confuse people. There were people saying online that it does and other people saying that it doesn't.
Right.
So have you got a box for it? No, okay, so I need
What?
a box for the game. One of the green boxes.
No, because it was a digital download.
Okay, so I'll look at it online and
Stop
see.
cracking your
Oh, sorry.
fingers.
So I'll look at it online and we'll see if I can find out.
Okay. Call of Duty. Now, please.
So there's no...
Because I couldn't find anything about this.
Right, so they've removed some of the kill death stats. You can, so that...
Do you have to? Do you have to pay for it now?
What?
Do you not have to pay to look at your kill death stats?
Yeah, that's what this is. Is that they've removed some of the KD, the idea, I think, being that if you join a game and you see that your whole team has like 4 kills and 60 deaths, you're just going to bug straight back out.
Yeah.
So they stop that by not letting you see that information until the end of the game. But what they do... There we are. What they now do is that they have a watch that gives you this information.
Yeah.
So basically you can bug in, oh no, this is bad, and bug straight back out. But you're one of the few people who can do it. And that watch is unlocked by paying human monies and buying a bundle. So it's not available to everybody. You have to pay for this this right. And it's part of the Mother Russia bundle, which is priced at 2,000 COD points, which is $20, which is probably going to be an equivalent amount of pounds. It's called the Time to Die watch, and it shows you your kills and your deaths.
Well, did you not hear? Apparently the pound shot up the other day.
The value of the pound went up.
Yeah, by like nothing.
Yeah.
But they said it shot up. I'm like, yeah, but...
Well, that's not actually that good, because the only thing keeping this economy going was the fact the price was collapsing. If it goes back up, we're not actually in a position to do anything useful with that.
Let us keep continuing on with Call of Duty.
So the point is that while this could be useful, it's mostly not. It's just about the fact that you should be able to see, if you're going to remove KD, it shouldn't be there at all. It shouldn't be hidden behind a paywall.
No.
It should just be gone. Or if you're going to keep it in, it should be there. Or it should be there when you want it and not when you don't. It should not be pay me 20 quid and you can see your KD.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
not right.
There's no reason for that at all.
No. Let's move on. Epic Games. Well, that's all there is.
That's Activision being greedy.
Yes.
So
And that's not great.
So don't buy this stuff.
No. Let's move on to Epic Games now, please.
So this was a small wee story that I found, is that Epic Games have apparently bought Rocket League. And they've
Why did
changed
your voice break then?
I'm not sure. I'm so upset about this. I'm going to cry. So they bought a Rocket League and they changed the microtransaction systems.
Right.
So there used to be like a CS:GO, like an original CS:GO system where you earned enough points to get crates and then you bought the key to open it.
Yeah.
Which is a bit like CS:GO. It's a wee bit like sort of things like Dota and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
But recently CS:GO changed their system. Remember I told you about the scanner and stuff like that, so that you can see...
I'll say yes, but
So
I'm
it
shaking
was
my head.
The idea being that you can see what you're going to get in the crate before you pay to open it. And it's their way of trying to get around loot box laws that are starting to appear.
Yeah.
Because you can actually see what you're paying for. But the new CS:GO system doesn't work. They're trialing it in France because you only get to use the scanner once unless you buy it. So it doesn't really work. So that they moved to that sort of system with Rocket League, and what it is now is that they show you what you're going to get and you can just choose to pay for it if you want it.
Right.
But the price, there are some things which are just straight up pay and there are other things which you unlock and can pay. But the problem is that the prices have been absolutely jacked. They've absolutely jacked those prices up. They're enormous now compared to where they were before. So it's basically just another macro transaction system. They've got this wee new CS:GO-like thing in it. Like the modern CS:GO that they're trialling in France, not the older one that they currently have everywhere else. But this system is, it's macro transactions now because they've jacked up all the prices, they've increased all the prices enormously. So people are rather upset.
Yes, I can imagine so.
Yeah, like Rocket League started off with this like pay 90p and you can have a car that looks like the Batmobile from certain movies or whatever, and now it's
Yeah.
and it's all randomised with crates and stuff.
So that's a nice story to end on.
Well, I remember when Rocket League originally came out, there was stuff that you just got. Like if you played the games, they also just
Told
gave
me
you
there
stuff.
were going to be fun stories. None of these are fun stories.
No, I wanted fun stories, but there weren't any. Like nobody has been speaking about anything good in the past week.
Well, shall we end on that sad note? That disappointing note?
No. What are you going to be playing this week?
Don't know.
I'm going to be playing some stuff on my computer now that I'm not as busy. I should be able to sit down and actually play some proper computer games now.
Good for you.
Yeah. So more Dragon Commander, but I'm also going to hope to play some Total War or stuff like that.
Good
Have a
for
bit of
you.
fun.
I've got Christmas stuff to do and I've got baking to do this week, so...
Yeah, I've got to buy everybody's present. Haven't had a chance.
No.
How long have I got left? Oh my god!
What's today?
It's the
10 days.
It's the 17th%.
Well, less than 10 days.
Yeah. It's the 14th.
It's the 15th.
Oh, it's the 15th. Oh yeah, it's the 15th. Yeah, so I'll have to order everything for special delivery and hope it gets here.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sorry if you thought that was a thrilling listen and you'd like to listen to some more, you can always subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, that'd be great. Leave a comment down below, that'd be fantastic. Or you could email us at overshadow.shadowcast@gmail.com. I think I've covered everything there.
Yeah, that's everything.
So what's left for me to say is goodbye.
And for me, goodbye.
Goodbye.